This video will cover the basic ground references for the Dogface pattern for runway 35 to include Delta through the brake turn. The aircraft is currently about 2 miles east of Delta, turning to the west. If you look up and to the left, the 5 rows of trees that make up the bowling alley are blinking. Just above those trees is a small offshoot of the river leading to Dogface. It can be seen tracking from south to north. The point of Delta is where this river intersects the east-west dirt road just north of the bowling alley. The point of Delta is going to be highlighted again about halfway up your windscreen. Maintain 230 knots until the point of Delta. Before hitting Delta, make sure you're on the Dogface UHF frequency, you're squawking local, and set up the GPS flight plan for the pattern if desired.
Dragon 63 Delta.
The entry into Dogface's pattern is a 45 to downwind leg. The point to turn 45 to downwind is known as the backwards F. The backwards F is highlighted to the left of the nose, and I, for some inconceivable reason, feel the desire to point at it. There's also a gray gravel pad to the right of the backwards F that can help identify it. On a 3-5 day, make sure you turn to the south. Dragon 6-3, entry leg 3-5. Just inside of the canopy bow you can see the town of Nash. Outside downwind ground track is one section line to the west of the town of Nash. If you look to the right, you can see the remains of the Digital 8. Outside downwind ground track is the section line on the eastern edge of the Digital 8. Out to the right side of the nose is a large white standpipe, which, while not very visible on the video, is pretty obvious in the aircraft. Pointing directly at the standpipe immediately after turning at the backwards F will put you on outside downwind about a mile prior to the straight-in descent point. Once established on outside downwind after entering from Delta, you can request a straight-in. If you're already in the pattern, wait until after the standpipe to request a straight-in. If your straight-in is approved, you can descend one section line prior to 92 initial ground track. However, this is only for Dogface's pattern. If you track your eyes from east to west, 92 initial is the main paved roadway running out of the town of Nash. To the left of the aircraft is a circled area on the southernmost edge of the trench. For a straight-in, the trench acts as a 5-mile point. You can use the trench to turn 45 to initial, or simply use the section line to the right. The runway is circled near the center of your screen. Make a concerted effort to land there. Turn to align yourself in such a way that you can fly a straight track to the runway and correct alignment sooner rather than later. If you look to the right, the circled section line on the inside of this yellow canola field is initial. It's the same section line with the white standpipe from earlier, and it happens to be the 2-mile point for the straight-in. If you look to the right of the nose, you should see some cleared paths which cross in the trees to the east of the runway. These paths are actually the remnants of old runways, and the intersection between the two of them is commonly used as a breakpoint.
Dragon 6-3 into brake.
Remember that both ends of Dogface have a displaced threshold. If you aim at the start of the underrun instead of the piano keys, you're going to look below average. The north-south section line to the right of the nose can be used as a ground reference for spacing and wind correction, in addition to using the normal wingtip references. In this case, the pilot's spacing was a little too wide for 30 degrees of bank throughout the final turn in the snow flap pattern. If that's the case, grab into the wind more aggressively on subsequent patterns.
Dragon 6-3 base gear down, no flap.